Hello. Welcome in, everybody. That was the gameplay trailer, launch trailer, cinematic trailer, whatever you want to call it for Vibe Clicker. A satirical clicker game where you slowly discover the true intentions of AI. This is my new video game. I released it. Uh, First game outside of a jam in many years. So thank you for the hydrate. We got some bat juice, the classic for today. Ooh, and posture check. Welcome in, everybody. I'm the average goob. I am a hobbyist, game design developer, aspiring artist, musician in the future, hopefully, so I can make my own music like what you saw in that video and in the game. Couldn't have done it without Fat Frog Studio for the music there, and Audio Hero something. I think it's Audio Hero for some of the music, background, sound effects, and stuff. So that was huge. Working my way towards the complete goob experience, but for now, I went all out on this game. It's been 2 months since I started, and I started with just a game design doc on May 1st, actually. And the goal was to have it launch by today. And I think we can comfortably say it's launched. Now there are some bugs. There's actually some feedback and stuff that I've gotten already today. Um, and I did fix it, and it will be updated for the Steam launch. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. We've got a Steam page. Ayo. So yeah, if you go to vibeclicker.com, you can click on wishlist now. It'll take you to the Steam page, and you can wishlist it. So yeah, that's all there. So if you want to wait to play it on Steam, that's fine. However, if you go to vibeclicker.com, you can play on itch. You can download it too. I've got Mac, I've got Linux, I've got Windows, and we got HTML. There's no reason you can't play it. But we also have it on GX Games, so if you want to play that experience there, I think they do something like some cloud saves and stuff, so some pretty cool features. Um, but yeah, you click that, it automatically loads the game, which seems a little strange. But yeah, I think they've got like cloud saves. You can full screen it here. The only bug is that the full screen doesn't actually work in GX Games because they've got like this native full screen and default view type thing. So yeah, it's a little strange, but whatevs. We can do what we can. So it's Steam powered AI. No, there's no real AI. This is the classic artificial intelligence where humans write if statements to make things happen. But yeah, like I'm stoked about this. This is pretty cool. We've got the itch page. So again, vibeclicker.com, click on itch, and you can play it right here from the browser. However, I am releasing this game for free. There will be a Steam developer bundle, like support bundle, hopefully, where you can get the Vibe Shop from the start and maybe even some like uh different clickers that you can have like unlocked, plus some vibe points to spend in the shop right away. Trained off Toby Fox code. I haven't even played that game yet, Adagon. I have downloaded it, but I have yet to play it. One of these days, I need to. It inspires people all over the world, but I've been so focused on building my game that I did do the indie gauntlet, but then like other than that, I haven't really been doing any gaming. So I need to take a little break and do some of those games because I think he just released a second one. Yeah, I can't even think of what it's called right now. What the heck is this game called? Yeah, Deltarune, that's the one. So, yeah, I'll have to play both of those. I think Deltarune's the second one. But yeah, so if you want to help support my game dev and everything here, you can download the game. So when you click on download, there is an option to pay. It's very awkward whenever you see somebody click this on stream and they're just like, whoops. No thanks, take me to the download. A little Bing search. That was weird. But no, it's fine. You don't have to. If you want to download a version to play on your computer, that's totally cool. I've done signing for Mac, so this is certified and everything. Um, should work on Intel and Silicon, and then the Windows one 64-bit and Linux, I believe 64-bit as well. Windows one is self-signed, so there may be like the exe pop-up or whatever. Obviously, make sure if you click on the info, make sure it says Average Game Studio, and there is a warning. So if you just go to the downloads, it tells you. Make sure to check for the publisher in case somebody's trying to pass this off as me. I did sign it, and then the Steam version will be obviously all three of these, so you'll be able to get it for all platforms. But yeah, if you want to give me some money, well, if to download my game, I put the suggestion of 4.99. Feel like that's fair, and all money goes towards continuing to do this. So right now it's just a hobby. It's not really bringing in money or anything. So I like making video games, and you guys supporting me will help me continue that. But yeah, I just have the plan today is to just play the game. Money goes towards average devs in your area, not just one average goob. Um, so I got a page on my website, Average Game Studio, under portfolio. You want to learn more about the game here. You can, play now. You can click on learn more. It'll take you down. We've got our screenshots, obviously, a little bit of development stats, the official website, all that kind of stuff here. If you like game design documents, there's a link to the game design doc. Feel free to take a look at that. Yeah, a little bit of embeds here so you can wishlist on Steam, play on itch, and then just a little post-mortem, just something, from making this game and kind of how I feel. Um, just, some interesting stuff here. Just things that I would probably do differently. I, could start this in a perfect world, what I would do, like how I feel and stuff. One of my biggest things is I feel like I didn't do enough research into idle clicker games, and I just kind of jumped into like making one because I just kind of wanted to. I this really just started with the idea of like a clicker game where AI does all the work for you, and I was just like, that seems like something fun. And then the more I started building it, the more I realized like, hey, this is more involved than I was expecting. So yeah, it was quite the journey. And let me tell you, balancing a like a game like this without actually using spreadsheets with full visibility, even graphs to see like what your pricing is going to look like in the future. Um, I was doing everything off feel, and that bothers some people, and I'm not sorry. It's just how I made it. Yeah, that's why you do zero balancing, that way you don't have to worry about it, and then nobody's happy. It's perfect. No, I did do some balancing. It's been quite a journey. A ton of people have provided so many insights to things. Um, yeah, it's exciting. So we've got like development screenshots. Uh, Look at that. The game literally started out as this little PNG clicker where your money goes up and you can make a purchase. I think this was like day one of making the game. And then got the title screen going, actually got some like stats, and we started integrating full things. Like this is what I think the alpha, maybe even like the beginning of the beta looked like. And it yeah, this was it. There wasn't even anything past this. This was alpha and took me like a month. No, 2 or 3 weeks to get to this point. It was pretty quick. Uh yeah, a little bit of development screenshots just to kind of show it off. Started getting further. You can see we got like more upgrades. I think I got a haircut. Yeah, I got a haircut between that. And then, yeah, then the full overhaul, and that's kinda what you see today. Oh, coffee fan, thank you for the hydrate. We got bad juice. Oh, it's lemonade. It's so sour. Um, and as you're surprised by the, credits, now I did source some sound effects and stuff, like Audio Hero, and then some royalty-free sounds, but, everything went through Audacity. I did modify and, like, update things and change pitch and yaw and yeehaws and all that kind of stuff so that it matched the game. Um, it was quite a bit of work, and then a lot of them were like practical sounds from me making them. Congrats on the launch! Thank you. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to have the game launched. We're gonna play it. So I was just going through and just kind of talking about everything that's happened. And again, I'm just gonna reiterate, the Steam page got approved a lot faster than I was expecting. So vibeclicker.com, you can go play the game or wishlist the game on Steam. The plan is to get it. I know it says July 2025. The plan is the 25th. Um, it is supposed to be the 17th, but I'm going to be out for like a week, and I'll need some time to get the new launch ready. So it's not quite there. Hey, what up, two nerdy nerds? Thank you so much. Yeah, I figure you probably have your own stream to get to and stuff, so thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. I'm pretty excited. So a lot was done. So in the week leading up to launch, this was the list of bugs and fixes. Crazy amounts, right? Also, hello, we got an IGDB for Vibe Clicker. What? If you're streaming Vibe Clicker, you can go under the category? That's cool. I'm not under the category because I do want the game to be discovered a little bit today. Um, so I am just streaming under software and game dev, but it was really cool to see Captain Anosa this morning streaming Vibe Clicker under Vibe Clicker on Twitch. That was so cool. Thanks for wishlisting. Yeah, I had to go through. I packaged and test on all the platforms. It's not Steam Deck verified, but it does work on the Steam Deck, especially with the touchscreen. So just throwing that out there. And then I did resolve a lot of things. I actually made it. I think these updates are in version 1.0. There are some things I fixed afterwards. So we had some suggestions that would be cool to show cooldowns on the upgrades. Like as you have the money, it like fills up the bar. I don't know if I can do that. I will attempt it. Um, Also, it's been pointed out a couple times now that the rep is actually every 6 clicks. Um, so I fixed that. This is gonna be for like the 1.1 release where I do some bug fixes, GUI fixes, and all that kind of stuff. I also swapped the slider. So right now it says slow on the right, and fast on the left, and like you decrease the amount of time between clicks. It didn't make sense. Like it made sense to me because it was one line of code to make it work properly. But it took me like an hour to fix it this morning. So we won't be playing that version, but it will be there. Also, the one big thing is because I'm using an audio queuing system, whenever you kind of get into late game and you use the fast auto clicker and then you're using space and mouse to click, maybe even if you're using an auto clicker that you coded yourself, the audio is going to just disappear at some point. Um, so I have to fix that queuing system to make sure that it's balanced a little bit. I did it so that all the sounds wouldn't play at once, obviously. So we'll see. You got a positive review once it releases? Thank you. I mean, Okabe fan, I want an honest review. If it's positive, that's exciting for me, but honest is what I'm looking for. I know there's gonna be people that hate the game. That's the case with every game. I know there's gonna be people that love it, and maybe there won't be. Maybe there won't be people that love it, but, really just honest feedback too, if you got something that you wanna say that I can put on the page, maybe like a review. I can put we don't need Steam reviews. I've got a website, um, which you can click the logo. I don't know if anybody's tried this yet, but I can put like reviews from like, my biggest fans here. Also, if you click the little robot, he puts his hands up. Vibe streaming. I mean, honest and positive review. Awesome. I like and really enjoyed the game when I tested it. I'm glad you did. Hopefully you like this version of it. This is this has been quite the journey. Um yeah, so I've got a doc here that I can use for notes, but let's hop in. Let's hop in and start playing the game. Oh, look how cute it is. All right, and this is the version that is downloaded from itch. So hopefully this all works. Did I get achievement support? No, there's no Steam integration or anything yet. I just submitted the build that I have so that I can get it approved and then I can do Steam integration stuff. It's a lot of work to build for all the platforms and test on all the platforms and then like try to figure out Steam integration. Like the Steam pipe system was not easy. So it's been a journey. Here's a review from my fan. Word. The best review you could ask for. Am I gonna look into it? Yeah, no, I'm gonna look into. I mean, obviously, I have to do Steam integration because I'm gonna do a developer support bundle. So since the game's free, there's gonna be the ability to get the paid DLC, where you can unlock the vibe shop right away, have extra clickers from the beginning, and more vibe points and stuff. And then somebody mentioned like a digital art book or something. Like that would be cool, so I might do that. The Vibe Battle Pass. No, I can't possibly make this a live service game. I think after July, probably gonna start looking at the next game to make. Let's go ahead and bump this up a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Let the clicking begin. No one's hiring, but you need money. How do I get money? Go buy an upgrade. Oh, I got money. Boom. Reputation is very important. Also hyped you ended up deciding to release on Steam. It makes me happy that you looked into it serious. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, Okapi fan. When I write stuff down, it's serious. If I don't write it down and I say that I'm gonna do it, it's probably not gonna get done, so. Oh yeah, for sure. I wasn't gonna release it for free. I was gonna make it like $2 or like $5 or something. The support bundle will be $5. But then a lot of people convinced me that I should at least try to get paid for it to cover, like, you know, the fees for Steam, and then also to cover like maybe the development for the next one. Can't even buy it. You can buy it. You can support me by buying the downloaded version on itch. All right, so we're getting rep. Also, I fixed this so it will be per click, don't worry. Right now, it's just kind of a manual process to get reputation. And I don't know if the Two Nerdy Nerds was still here, but I took their suggestion and implemented a way so that you can see when you can actually purchase the upgrades a little bit more dynamically. And it does take a second to update because the process needs to accommodate for when you have auto buy and stuff so that you're not like messing it up. I've already submitted 500 resumes. Sheesh. Oh, we have to change my name. Obviously. Hey, Bear Like Lion. Launch day? What up, dude? You got launch day coming up in a couple days too, man. I don't know how you're feeling, but man, it's been nerve-wracking getting everything ready. Yo, thanks for the wish list, man. Not much work on website stuff. Oh, dude, I'm so hyped for you too. It's pretty awesome though. I have never launched a game like this before. It's always been Game Jam, the night of the Game Jam ending, and then praying that it works. You'll buy the support bundle though? I appreciate that, Okapi fan. Yeah, I figure a lot of people might wait for the Steam release, and it will be July 25th. So be ready for that. I'm not like publicly announcing that because it still hasn't been approved. The build hasn't, but the page got approved, so we'll see. And we'll see how my Steam integration actually goes. Because I do want to integrate achievements, and then for the Steam release, I'm going to integrate a lot more achievements so that you guys can have fun with it. All right, let's get some computer upgrades. We do 5 more? Yeah, we can. In the meantime, still haven't worked on my commercial title. That's okay. You'll get to it. Oh, dang it. I was gonna try to 100% achievement this. I just missed an achievement. Hold on, wait. I can fix this. Okay. Yeah, I launched, don't tell anybody, but like I launched the game yesterday. And then I did it so that I could make sure all the builds worked and everything. And then like 150 people played my game before I even said anything about it. What the heck? That's pretty exciting, to be honest. Auto click, we gotta wait for that one. Oh, here we go. Let me go get this one real quick. I get it. Cool. Save it. All right. I'm gonna try to 100% the game. Oh, Copy Fan, you're gonna work on a commercial title? What's your game? If this continues, you can expand your studio. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, what up, Mr. D-Boy? Look at all these game developers in here. This is hype. Grow below? A city builder. Oh. A city in quotes builder. That's pretty cool. Imagine being a game developer. Nah. Can't imagine it. It's too stressful. All right, we can probably, yeah, there we go. I know we have the auto-click feature, but I'm trying to 100% this, everybody, okay? I'm not going to reveal all the secrets, but I will reveal some of them. So if you're not wanting spoilers, mute the stream and go play yourself. We can play alongside. Already noticed a screenshot of your game development that's pretty much your game, so thinking about dropping it. Don't release a game that's pretty much the same vibe as mine? Or is the fan game? Oh, of another game in development. Oh my gosh, that happened to I think Kenny NL. Like somebody stole his idea and like released an entire game before he finished his. That was insane. Are you using shadows on those letters, sir? Yeah. Yes, there's shadows on them instead of outlines because it makes them look a lot crisper. This one down here is using an outline, I think. But these are all shadows. It's to fit the cartoon style. Also, how do you... I had to contrast it, okay? Did you know each letter shadow is its own draw? Well, it's a good thing that I am queue freeing them. I didn't know that. It's okay. The game, like I tested it in Steam, the game runs at 3000 FPS for now, so it's not terrible. Hey, I got an achievement. All right. Okay, 3K FPS is not bad. The more drawing you have, the better. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I did say this game is hand-drawn. All of the things are hand-drawn. That's good to know, though. I didn't know that each shadow is its own draw. That's a performance hit. All right. I know I haven't been reading these because like I've been developing this game for like 2 months and we've seen a lot of this stuff. But there is a story that's happening here that I should definitely talk about. So when we get back from ad break, I can talk about it a little bit. It's not just a clicker game, I swear. That vibe clicker lore. You found a project that was much the same, but better looking? No, even the name was a similar one. Ooh. Either a big coincidence or someone got highly inspired from a few screenshots. That would be terrible if somebody stole your idea, but you can still make your own version of that idea as long as they're not like copywriting it or something. And it is like the name's different, right? So you should be good. Anyways, welcome back from ads, everyone. I was mentioning that this game does have a little bit of lore, a little bit of story behind everything. And so if you're playing and you kind of like, you're like, what is this? Oh, it's a coffee machine. So you can hover over these. Fuel for those late nights applying for jobs. So like, you know, there's kind of like some story driving all these items here. even down to like the AI. You know, this is the first public release of AI. This unlocks the ability to auto click from the settings menu, and then it tells you the upgrades lower your click intervals by 0.05 seconds. And so every time you upgrade AI, it can click faster. And so this kind of plays into balancing your reputation. More manual clicks raises your reputation. Faster auto clicks means that you lose rep over time. It doesn't happen for a while, and the game will let you know. But the idea here is that AI is slowly like seeping into every aspect of your life as soon as you discover it. And so it's like it's really cool and fun at the beginning, and then you're like met with a choice of like, do I keep using AI or do I destroy it or what? Like, what do I do? So it's, you know, like there's not like a choose your adventure style throughout the game, but once you get towards the end, then your decision on which AI you know lead to will make, you know, it'll kind of change how you play the end of the game. So the game kind of like ends or whatever, but there's more. So the game can end for those that don't want to continue playing. Takes about an hour or two, or maybe even 30 minutes now. And then there's more after that that you can enjoy and, you know, open up the vibe shop and stuff. But like this, you know, in beta Forever Inc., there's some references to some of the old stuff from Rise of the Intern. This was the company in Rise of the Intern that we were going to add. You finally got a job offer and you can start working for In Beta Forever Inc. Perfect. This little quote here was from Dobbs Games, the guy who's making like the Paper Mario like RPG. So I brought over that quote from him, and there's just some like things in here. Kevin, this guy is from Finn is Fine, asked me to add this. He said, you know, add something to the game. It was one of the redeems for stream, and he said Kevin. He didn't give me anything. He just said Kevin. So Kevin ended up being your best friend in this game, and the interview coach, it's Kevin, right? I'm coming out and just saying it. The interview coach is just Kevin. He's just trying to be different so he can make some more money. No big deal. We've all been there. But yeah, so your goal is to just try to balance your work life with AI, with the public, and their, you know, the way they view you. So it's very reputation based. And there's things that you can't get unless you have high reputation. And there's a certain path that you can take. So you don't have to unlock every single item. You really just need to unlock the things that AI's upgrades require. And you can see when you hover over an item, it tells you what it requires there at the bottom. And so you can kind of like min-max your path to the end and kind of see the different storylines and stuff. But everything kind of has like a little bit to it. So as we start getting into the AI stuff, we got Google Cloud Hosting. Upgrade to a local service cloud hosting for more processing power. So this would be like a good way to get processing power for your AI stuff. AI transparency reports. You notify the public about how you're using AI in your work. People like reports, right? And you'll see it's like, oh, well, to get prompt engineering, learn how to communicate with AI more effectively, better automation, better connections. It requires AI transparency reports and 50 rep. So boom, we get the reports and unlocks the item for us. So like there's kind of a progression path for you laid out that you can follow, or you can upgrade everything. However, for the insiders here, if you get to the next level, so for instance, we got to pro, everything in the noob that we didn't upgrade now upgrades further. So you'll see here, it's upgrading. Look at that. And it only happens like for the next level. So as soon as you unlock the next level, when you go back and get these upgrades, they're worth more to you. So keep that in mind too when you're playing. Is there an achievement for getting 10K interviews? No, I haven't added like stat level achievements yet. So it's mostly just like story-based achievements. So I'm gonna add a bunch of hidden ones. But yeah, I definitely want to add some more, and maybe a better way to like look at the achievements. I mean, this isn't terrible since it's all achievements from this point down. I don't know. I don't think it's terrible. All right, so we do need, what do we need? The AI code assistant. To get AI code assistant, we need task automation. To get task automation, we need transparency reports at 5. So you can see here, most of the AI stuff will give you negative rep because people don't like it. You hand off easy tasks to AI. Someone might notice, but it's totally worth it. Rip this market? Yeah. I mean, let's, like, if you look at the stats, I did submit 1,900 resumes before making it to the second level, so. All right. So we want to do that. We got the AI code assistant, right? Vibe coding is a new thing. What? Hop in and let AI take over your most difficult coding tasks. Oh, we need task automation for this. Times 10. Easy. All right, we do need prompt engineering, unfortunately. But this is good because although it costs 50 rep, it does give us 5 auto click. And since we're going to utilize AI, we might as well, right? The human review system, this is one of those things where it's like, I know it's going to be worth more after I upgrade, so let's just dig into AI 2.0. Upgrade to the latest advanced AI system that can process images, video, and code 10x. It's just a 10x joke. Upgrades lower the click intervals by 0.05 seconds. Still love my stat of not using the auto clicker besides a few forced ones where I wasn't quick enough to disable it. Okapi fan, I'm impressed with your ability to just do the clicker. I'm gonna be real. I designed this to use the auto clicker. So I'm very impressed. And I do kind of want to make that more rewarding for people. I've had questions of like, oh, do I have to use AI? Yeah, you do need the AI upgrades. That's the point of this game, is it's inevitable. Just typing away here. Okay, what do I need? Oh, I don't even have processing power. I'm like trying to get money. I need processing power. 135, easy. All right, career level 3. Okay, now it's wasting my life here. Okay. You see a little Godot icon. Obviously, this is an ode to the game engine that I used to make this game. It will save on the Steam release. You'll be happy to know that if you start playing right now on this version, and then you get the Steam version, it'll use the same save file. As long as it's not different systems. So as long as you're using the same computer and stuff, it should have the same one. Yeah. And then I'm gonna try to obviously work in the Steam cloud saves so that you can do it on multiple computers, right? So yeah, as long as it's not the web version. Thank you, Adagon. Great point. Your save on the HTML version will not count. So like right now I'm playing the Windows version of the game. It will count. Like if I load up Godot and play Godot like from the editor right now, I will be exactly where I am right now. So you can already pre-plan your no auto clicker run. Yeah, you sure can. Hey! Yo, welcome in, Sorcery Story. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome in. Look at that. We didn't get hit with an ad. Usually that happens when people raid in. How was stream? I caught a little bit of it this morning. I love the art that you got going on. I'm gonna give you a little shout out here to a fellow Godot game developer working on their very own project. It's like a colony sim. Actually, it is a colony sim. It's really cool. But hello, everybody. Kago Dev, welcome. Hello. Yeah, things are going great around here. If you have to raid and run, I totally get it. You had a nice long stream today, but if you want to stick around, I also appreciate it. Thanks for the raid. I'm the Average Goob, everybody, and I am actually playing my game that I just released today. Well, yesterday, but it's available today. It's called Vibe Clicker. It's an idle clicker, but it's all satire. It's about how AI is integrating into our lives and taking over our jobs, and it's inevitable. So it's kind of story driven. It is you got multiple ways to click and everything, and there's tons of upgrades. So we're playing through trying to get all the achievements today. So far we're doing great, but I'm going to try to get all the achievements and the secret ending today. I have yet to achieve the secret ending. I'm not going to tell anybody how to get it. I'm just going to go for it. So we'll see. It sounds like a horror game. Fair. Let me add horror to the tags. But the game is available. You can play it right now on itch, you can play it on GX Games, and then you can wishlist it on Steam. I got the Steam page approved just in time. Kago Dev, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I like to hang out a bit after raid. I'll let you know when I need to go. Okay, I'm just making sure. You know, if you need to hydrate and everything. We hydrate around here. I got bat juice. It's lemonade. Yeah, sometimes, you know, I forget to drink water or anything throughout stream. And sometimes I feel it. Sometimes my brain's like dried out for some reason. I don't know if it's Pavlov or what. All right, let's get that coffee grind. Bat juice. No, there's tons of jokes around here. But yeah, this is just one of my games. We can take a quick little detour while we let that run in the background. And it's literally running in the background. You can see it back here. Now you can't see it. All right, so yeah, I've got a website, so averagegamestudio.com, where you can check out my portfolio. I worked on a game with the Two Nerdy Nerds, who, by the way, are live right now. Archimist was my first Godot game. We've got Key of the Board Warrior, made all the art for that. First time doing digital art by hand, and I've been just kind of leaning into that. We've got Quiet Quitter, nice other topical conversation at the time, and then just a bunch of other games. Most of these were game jams. My web stack, oh, look at that. That's wide peepo. That shouldn't have grown. This is a flex box. It should have stayed here. Anyways, it's just WordPress. So I use WordPress, and then I've got a some custom coding and stuff, but I use Bricks Builder. It's legit. And then I've got a blog too. So if you guys ever want to follow some of my development here, we've got like the entire Vibe Clicker 9 weeks of development. I did the indie game gauntlet, supported indie game developers, showed off some of their games. We've got all of my art learning blogs here. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of stuff out there if you guys want to check it all out. And then my most recent game right now that we're playing is Vibe Clicker. You can view all the information on there, play now. You can check out the dev stats, go to the official website. If you want to see my game design document that I used to make this game, all of it's here. Even my post-mortem notes where I talk about the things that I did right, wrong, things that I wish I did, all that kind of stuff. Just it's a journal. It's basically a journal. We got the launch trailer. We've got development screenshots. You can watch all the development that I did on stream from that playlist. It's all there. It's all there. Thank you, Sorcery. I appreciate it. I've been making websites since I was like 13 or something, and I've been making games since a little bit before then, so I love this. I love doing this stuff. It is my dream life. I wish it made more money, just like everybody else wishing it did, but at the same time, money can't really buy happiness. So I think being creative is another way to find happiness. It doesn't look like WordPress? Thank you. Thank you very much. I try my best. The back end does. Let me tell you. It looks just as outdated as ever. You started with WordPress, but loving Laravel. I want to do Laravel. I've got some learning to do for Laravel. I was going to go the React route, but knowing PHP, I think it's probably best to just continue that route. Really need to work on a website soon. Yeah, getting everything is difficult. I just do it slowly over time. You might be at 12K resumes. Bro, that's too many resumes. Oh, okay. What do we got here? We got access to the corporate network. We're now fully integrated. So I'm going to upgrade some of these. We've got AI team management. Utilize new AI features to manage small teams within the company. Huh. What's the benefit of this? Oh, passive income. That's fair. You're using the same stack you use for tall? Yeah, that's the tall one is the one I want to go for. I love Tailwind. I like Alpine. I've never used Livewire, and I'm like, I've read into Laravel, so. With Hugo? Interesting. What's Hugo? 2 months of work done in a few days? Oh yeah, I was wondering. Dude, your website's looking great, by the way. So I was wondering what you're using. Hey, Bubba. Bubasti BR? Bubasti, is that right? Welcome in. Remember doing my first sites in Dreamweaver and uploading them to GeoCities? Dude, same. I remember using Dreamweaver for my sites. Now, I never used GeoCities. I always had my own FTP server to upload a site to. But yeah, holy cow. It brings back so many memories. It's so different, but also the same these days. Hell yeah, Bear Like Lion. I would love to see the Surf's Up website. We'll have to hang out sometime, dude. Get through our launches and then grab a drink and hang out. Could be water if you want. It's a static website generator. Oh, for Markdown. That's cool. Is there like a content management for it? Yo, welcome in, that guy Bruce in the house. Oh yeah, Adagon, I've seen you use Next.js for your jam site, dude. Yeah, that's a great stack. Next, Express, Postgres, and Tailwind. I love seeing people use Tailwind. I discovered that like last year. Freaking amazing. Ooh, all right. We got quite a few dollars here. I do want to make an achievement for getting your first million. I think that's important. Take speaking roles around the world to discuss AI. People need to know about your human AI collaborations. Obviously, we get that rep per click. I'm gonna need a lot more rep. The sounds of this keyboard that you're hearing, that's my actual keyboard. I love the sounds of this one. Great pronunciation, by the way. Is it Babasti? BR for Brazil. Ah, working on the first Godot project. Nice. Keep at it. And if you stick around, maybe I'll get a chance to play it. I like playing indie games around here. I did a whole indie game gauntlet, actually, where I played like 10 indie games and gave live reactions, feedback, and a little highlight video to everybody. It's mostly, I want to play some games and take a little break from coding, and also it was a great chance to work on some video editing skills. All right. AI research department. You never considered doing research on AI until now. True. I love, this is probably my favorite icon. The AI summits. Attend the company AI summits to learn more about AI features and possibilities, and it's remote work. And you've got you've got the little MMO on the right and then the call on the left. This is huge though. Auto clicks, passive income, rep, and rep per click. Can't go wrong with that. think management's done through some config files and also markdown tags. Okay, so it's not like too much of a CMS. I'll have to look into it. It'd be nice to have like an option for static website generation. I think markdown's powerful. There was a CMS that you can use. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a CMS that you can use for like anything, and I wonder if that would be like a great way to use it. The ideal game is made in 1 hour and prevent the player from being able to leave. What do you mean? Oh. I see what you're saying. I see. Make it fast, make it so they can't quit. That's your skill, Adagon. You can sit there, you can make a game at the end of a jam and have it be ready. I don't know how you do it. I can already see the algorithm boosts. Yeah. You just hook them with an auto clicker. You can play this in your browser. I can't wait to see the Steam stats. Like if people really, you know, enjoy this and stuff, like I'd be curious to see what people leave it up for. And I do have in the stats here so you can see your playtime. And my brother sent me a screenshot and he's like, I think the timer reset. And I was like, what do you mean it reset? He's like, yeah, it's back to like 3 hours. And I'm like, dude, I think you went over 24 hours in the game. So I had to fix this. So it shows once you get days, it actually shows the days. Definitely haven't made something that fits that description. No, of course not. I've never seen a game like that. Hey, how cute. Oh, we need 150 processing power. I did see a visual bug. So if there's not an upgrade requirement, there is a comma there. Guess what? We have auto purchasing. So the AI decision system. Warning, allow AI to make decisions without oversight. Here he comes. Look, he's just a copy. He's a little copy of this guy. Oh, and we're bosses now. Okay, so we need the job search app to level 5. That was way back in the noob section. Okay, right here. Okay, now we can get the SaaS. We have just enough money and just enough rep. He almost over-purchased. Boom. All right. We need to get more rep. Okay. I think if we go back here, that's an easy rep. Kevin gives us rep. Okay. Oh yeah, I plan on being overrun by robots. That's the point. No, these are the only 2 you get right now. And look, you can click on him. He's excited when you click on him. Kevin, what a guy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these upgrades. Whew. 20K resumes? Adagon, I think at some point, man, you might need to apply to different jobs. The AI world is just not hiring right now. I don't know why. All right, let's get some passive income. Let's get that rep. All right, we can get some secure funding now. Cost us 1,000 rep. Perfect. Let's go ahead and click. That's the only way to get real rep here. You get $1 every 2 clicks. You haven't bought any upgrades either? That's impressive, man. That is impressive. All right, we can go ahead and get more secure funding. This is going to help us with our cash flow. We've got AI-powered products now that we can buy. All right. So you're tired of working at a corporate company and you think AI can make a business for you. Human values at the core. Sure. Secure investor capital. Each round of investments means more money. More money, no problems. Jeez. We know that's not true. Alright, we're gonna need some more rep. Are you supposed to get rep with no upgrades purchased? Maybe? I think by default you should be able to get some rep. Yeah, your manual clicks, I mean... Yeah, you have 3,500? Yeah, that sounds right. That's not very much rep for how many clicks you've done, though. I'm at 4,000 clicks with 1,600 auto clicks. So we're cruising. Let's see. We're gonna need some data centers here. Invest in data centers all over the world for AI processing. Let's go ahead and get 5 of those. Try to get some more reps so that we can get some more secure funding. Let's see. The description for this is funny. I swear I wrote it, even though it looks like GPT wrote it. You launch your suite of AI apps for the public, M-. Everyone totally loves AI, smiley face. Alright, human researchers. Okay, this is probably one of my other favorite icons. Kind of reminds me of, like... There's, like, these characters in World of Warcraft. They look like handsome Squidward a little bit. You hire human researchers for your new Human Researchers initiative. People need to trust your AI data. They need to. The microphone makes it look like they're a podcaster. The magnifying glass, yeah. I mean, listen, I think I have another one. Yeah, this job search app. So you know that it's totally... Yeah, he's a podcaster. That's fine. Or he's blowing bubbles, is what I thought as well. It looks like he's blowing bubbles. Which is the same-ish icon as the public speaking event. These guys are definitely human. Alright, fund public AI research to help build trustworthy AI. Sure. We need AI-powered products ×2. Now we just need a... Oh gosh, my rep just tanked. Hang on. We gotta build up some more rep. See, it wasn't that hard. Alright, we need to get more trust funding to be able to get... Oh yeah, right. Experiment with unrestricted AI capabilities. So now AI is going to also make purchases. So, be prepared for that one. We want to get the AI 420 though. I mean 420. 420. You revolutionize how AI interacts with the world. Everyone adopts your new 420 model. Perfect. We need to get some more trust funding though. Okay. Wow, we need a lot of rep for this one. Oh. Your reputation's at stake. The public doesn't like AI that much. You risk losing reputation with faster autoclicks. Luckily, it can't go below 0 after it tanks it. Whoa, -200. Oh my gosh, my reputation. It's being ruined. Not my reputation. Oh no, sorcery, you just started trying the game and you're hooked. It's not good for your, it's bad for your health. No. You can use spacebar too. You don't have to use your mouse. If you're wondering, there is keybinds in the settings. You can full screen it. And you can change your volume and save the game manually. The game does save every minute though, just so you know. All right, what achievements am I missing? Okay, we need to get the promptly prompting one. Oh, it might be too late for that one. All right, you gotta slow down there, AI. I'm glad you're hooked though. Gotta get dinner ready, all that. All right, well, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you stopping by, and I look forward to seeing another one of your streams. Hope you have a good weekend. And I hope you enjoy Vibe Clicker. All right, cool. Look at that. Head in the clouds? Dang, I think it's too late to get this achievement. Who needs humans? I don't remember how to get these achievements. I've almost got all of the achievements. I'm trying to get this achievement. Not the ending we expected one. That's what we're going for. Yeah, I mean, I don't normally stream at this time, so this is definitely a unique situation. So I'm glad you could finally catch one too. Have a good one. We'll try to save the world. All right. We gotta get rep. What's a faster way to get some rep here? Oh my gosh, we are rolling in the reputation. Oh hey, he bought the final upgrade for me. Thanks, guy. Look at that, 2 clicks and we have enough rep to get whatever we want. We are now on to legend status. This game has some pretty good UBI. What's that? Universal basic income? Yeah, thank you. That's ironic because that is a future upgrade. I'm working on the silent AGI project now. I need $1 million, check. Oh, we need rep, but he started taking over. Welcome back, Okapi fan. Boom. We can make our silent AGI project. Warning, secretly developed the first artificial general intelligence. That's us. All right, we want to get the vibe orb. The first physical vibe tech. Upgrades lower click intervals by 0.01 seconds down to a maximum of 0.25 auto clicks per second. Obviously. Ooh, we got the vibe network. You checked more in. Oh, okay. So I made you go down that rabbit hole. You checked, and it's a complete coincidence for that person making the same game-ish. That's good, right? Oh yeah, we can keep him running auto. Look at that. All right, we need. What do we need? Launch an affiliate program for all vibe tech so people can make money from their downline. Originally, this looked like a pyramid scheme, but changed it into a coin with nodes on it. All right, Vibe Network. Get the affiliate program. Oh, now you look like a copycat? Oh no! Make it distinctly unique. Just say, instead of made by studio, made by Okapi fan. Boom, done. I heard a laugh track in the back of the game right when I said that. I feel validated. Add a battle pass. Yeah, they wouldn't do that. I'm gonna add daily challenges, weekly challenges, monthly challenges, quarterly challenges. You'll get the battle pass, all yours for $99.99. And there's a new one every season. Every season starts every week. Game devs usually are pretty chill. The people sound like fun people to chat with. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's worth, you know, reaching out, and that way you can find out if their idea is patented, and if not, steal it, and then just make it before them, launch it, make all the money, and then when they launch theirs, be like, hey, you copied me, and then you can sue them. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, it'd be worth talking to them. Who knows? Maybe you can collaborate. Maybe they're like, hey, do you want a job? That'd be best case. Oh, copy. Adagon is just joking. He's just joking. Everybody has a battle pass. Oh, we can get the quantum vibe processing. Utilize the latest quantum technologies for vibe tech. Connect everyone's vibe orbs using a unified network. The world can vibe together. Also, the beehive-looking data center for humans. Create spaces where people can safely interact with vibe tech. Just imagine like a huge empty building with a bunch of people having headsets and holding their vibe orbs like a Pokeball. I mean, like a creature capture capsule. They're just out there capturing good vibes. They're the best thing that happened to the game industry. Wait until you see the vibe shop. Wow, copyrights can last 50 to 75 years. That's so long. I don't think I can afford the achievements here. I don't think I can get these. I think I was supposed to get far without the human researchers. Gosh dang it. All right, let's go through and make sure everything's upgraded. Let's get maximum capacity. Battle passes are better than gacha games for sure. Yeah, I think a battle pass or like something that there's a free tier where you can play the game and earn stuff, even earning in-game currency, like that's really cool. Also, I noticed my vibe points aren't showing. That kind of feels like a bug. We'll see. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. But like battle passes where you can like get in-game currency and stuff just by playing the game, I think is really nice. But then also offering a paid version, but not making it pay to win, I think that's annoying to me. Kind of ruins the game's fun, at least for me. It's good for the people that can spend the money. Exchanging money for potential goods. That's true. I love exchanging money for digital promises of future goods and services. That's funny. Gotcha plus merge plus hot anime girls equals tons of dollar bills. Yet we want to do auteur games. What's that? Granger, what up? Happy launch day for Vibe Clicker. We're just vibing around here. We're on the final phase. I'm going through and upgrading everything to see how balanced the game is. Also, I'm going for the secret achievement. Vibe clicker boob update? No, this is a safe for work game. You can play this while you're working. Just don't tell your boss. You've been here just dealing with zombies. What? What do you mean dealing with zombies? Did nerds release a playable version of their game? Oh, you've been playing 7 Days to Die? Oh, the 2.0 release. I said I was gonna give it a shot when that came out. I'm gonna have to give it a shot. All right, we have way too much processing power. We have way too much reputation and way too much money. AI is getting out of control. But welcome in, dude. Granger, did you see everything? If you type in exclamation vibe, did you see I have a Steam page? I've got a Steam page, dude. They approved it like before my launch day. I was very surprised. Also, we do have a vibe clicker category on Twitch now. So any future playthroughs of vibe clicker, I will be in that category. But today, you know, in honor of indie game struggle, I'm in the software and game dev channel because if something does come up that I need to work on, I'll definitely hop in Godot. But mostly for discoverability. So, should I use the category? If you're gonna stream it, sure, yeah. If you're gonna stream the game, you can use Vibe Clicker. It's its own category. I think I had it somewhere. Yeah, check it out. Vibe Clicker. It's its own category. It's on the indie game database. When you go to set the game that you're playing, whenever you're streaming, in the creator dashboard or whatever, there's like a little pencil icon. You can say like what game or category you're streaming under. So like right now, mine's software and game dev. An auteur is an artist with a distinctive approach, usually a director whose control is so unbound and personal that a style can be recognized immediately. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, we all want to be like recognized, like, this is my art, and you'll see it everywhere now. I'm gonna start just making art, and you'll be like, that's Goob! That weird thing, that's Goob! Yeah, it's like, but indie game devs usually, like, as much as they want to make money, they also want to have their identity in their games. And it's like, that's why so many indie games are unique and not copying the cookie cutter of AAA. Like, we do want to have our own style, and it's very personal. Like, everything in my game in here, there's like, the irony is so deep in some of these things. Oh! Holy cow. Granger, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, dude. Oh my gosh, look who got a sub. Fullbox, Llama Salami, my brother? What? Kago Dev just followed today and got a sub. Oh my gosh. Granger, thank you. Hey, also, subs are like, what, 35% off? If you do 5 or more gifted subs? What? What a promotion. Who would have known that promotion was going to be available today? I don't know. Maybe Twitch gave me the ability to offer it. I don't know. Thank you so much, Granger. I need to invest as many games as possible. Oh no. Oh, how do you get on the DB? You go and ask, you make an edit, you offer all the information they need, and then they go through, review the page, and approve it. I got accepted pretty quickly, to be honest. Lucas Pope, Toby Fox come to mind? Yeah, Toby Fox instantly comes to mind when I think of like unique indie game for sure. I don't know who made Okami, but that is another very unique style, in my opinion. What is it? Clover Studios. I'm upgrading everything, and I think I did it. All right, let's get some more affiliate programs going. So, the two final AIs that we have here are Harmony, establish the perfect balance between AI and humanity, or the Vibe Singularity, the ultimate achievement in vibe tech. Will humanity survive? Ooh, find out next after these messages. No, just kidding. You can't buy both at the same time. And if you can, please let me know so I can fix the bug. I didn't even think about trying to buy them at the same time. I don't think I have anything I can test that with. Let's see. Can I afford both these? Yeah. No. They spawn a dialogue box. They spawn a dialogue box that you have to approve it. So it doesn't actually purchase it. So it may not work. I don't know. But yeah, like if you have bugs or whatever, feel free. On the itch page, there is a link to submit bugs. And I'll put it on the website too. Yo, what up, Fullbox? Welcome in. I was just lurking. You got called out. Granger's like, I know how to pull him out of hiding. Granger over here supporting the channel and the community. How the hell did I do that W? I don't know. Magic. All right, we've got all the unlocks available to us now. The question is, can we achieve the secret ending? It woke you up? No. Were you at your computer sleeping, Fullbox? This is where the sound effects get delayed. All right, we're here. We're full vibe clicking. We've got auto AI all the way up. We got auto purchasing. Straight vibing. That's okay, Fullbox. You're allowed to be tired, dude. You celebrated your Freedom Day. We're celebrating our Freedom Day. We're celebrating the launch of AI taking over the world. Adagon has the best W's. Dude, that's a wild W. It's got a line and a line. All right, let's see what we got here. We have been playing for 58 minutes, and I can almost afford the Harmony AI. I'm making bank. We've got our auto clicks at 102,000. Our click value at 26,000. Our rep gain at 22,000. Thank goodness. Our passive income is... Could you imagine making $148,000 every second? Can we just think about that for a second? Okay. When it buys for you, is it free? Oh, hell no. You wish it was free. No, AI comes with a fee. No, it's the same cost that it would cost. It goes through all your upgrades and it sees what it can afford. So it could potentially buy the Harmony AI right now. And since these are the only upgrades that are available, the chances are very high. You know how many games I could make with that kind of money? Granger. We could make AAA games as a solo team with that kind of money. In Twitch chat, it invades the other messages. Oh. It doesn't do that for me. That's pretty sweet. The spiderweb thing. I can't imagine. I'm still applying for a job here. That's awesome. That is awesome. How many resumes have you sent? I've sent 1,900 resumes. I only wasted 1,170 minutes. I did waste 1,700 days, but I've changed 2,400 lives, but I'm straight vibing right now, and I haven't donated any money. 0 minutes wasted. Yeah, you don't start wasting time until you waste the company's money. Might take a bit. Personally, don't have all the skills required to do that. Just download assets, Granger. Go to the Unreal Development Store and just download the assets. Yeah, I think that's how AAA does it. They just pay for assets and then modify them, right? And then you open up a battle pass, instantly AAA. We just talked about that. You add a battle pass, AAA. Making games is like making burgers. You have to flip them. That's great. That's great advice. Are you manipulating the ending by making sure it doesn't buy the expensive ending? No. No, he will buy it. But it warns you. I'm trying to go for the secret ending though. Trying to go for the secret ending. I have never seen it before, and I'm not going to tell anybody how to get it. Oh, I guess I could put the average goob now, because we're definitely the average goob, the legend, the boss, the expert, the pro, but also still a noob. The secret ending, get everything? Could you imagine if that's what it was? We're gonna achieve it, and there's more after this. I want the secret ending because A, I have never seen it, and B, the upgrades are funny. But it's fine. We can vote on it. Do you guys, is there enough people in chat where you guys want to like vote on the ending that I pick? I wouldn't mind. I could do either one of these. I could save this, stash the save, and we can always come back and try to get the secret ending. Or we can just do the secret ending. I'm also realizing that we've got more than enough rep that we could ever need. Anybody that's struggling with resources at this phase of the game probably purchased all the upgrades before getting to the end, because I think I min-maxed my game. Yo, Captain Anosa, welcome in. The first person I've ever seen other than Stellar Frog play my video game. To anyone missing out on rep. Oh yeah, my rep per click, and it's gonna even be better than this, I think, because it's gonna be... Is it? Yeah, 22,000 every couple clicks here, but it'll be every click. I balanced it in the upcoming update. I didn't want to mess with the updates too many times. I wanted to have a stable version, and this one was the most tested version. I deserve the trophy for rep, right? I'm the most popular girl in Goobverse. What were we gonna call the social media platform? Goob Sky? Goob Sky? Yeah, honestly, I will make an achievement for a certain level of rep for those that click. It'll be tied into probably the amount of clicks that you have and your total rep. Because, so you can see, I've made at least 4 million in my rep, but I only got 3 mil here. So this tells us how much rep we needed to get to this point. Same with processing power. We definitely have way too much processing power, but that's because I min-maxed everything. Goob Sky. I'm kind of worried, like, he hasn't purchased the AIs at all. Now I'm starting to wonder if he will. Almost as good as Zoe, and no one will get the reference. Not a terrible name for the achievement. Can I do special characters like that? Alright, I think I've upgraded literally everything that we can get. Other than legend stuff. Oh! We're gonna cause the audio to lag out here. And then we're gonna get the secret ending. I know it's gonna happen. We're totally gonna get it. The purgatory ending. Give permission to use my name? Oh, heck yeah. Well, seriously, what you can do, so that I have a record of it, you can spend some of your gooblets and you can name something in-game and just make it an achievement. I don't know if you can hear me. I think we just hit ads. Oh. What are ads? I don't know, full box. What are ads? Hey! I don't, did that redeem even pop up? I didn't see it pop up. All right. And just to show it, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go into, I think, backlog here. Stream names things. We're gonna do this one. This is from Okapi fan. There we go. We've got the achievement. We're gonna add the achievement for Okapi fan. Almost as popular as Zoe as an official achievement. If I can't get the special character, I apologize. But I will at least do this. I don't know if the font has it. So, thank you for contributing to the game. I will get that achievement added for you. Hey, welcome in, Forrest Grump. Entering with the Goob Goobs. That's a power move. That's a power move. I appreciate it. Game looking good. It's released. We have an official release today. This is 1.0. My goal here is to play and get the secret ending on stream. because I've never seen it and nobody's ever seen it. I won't tell anybody how to get it or like what I have to do to get it, but I'm gonna get the secret one. I promise. Maybe not promise, but we're gonna try. Also, if you want to play it, I got exclamation vibe in the chat. You can go to vibeclicker.com. There's multiple ways to play the game, and you can wishlist it on Steam today. The launch is going to be July 25th for the Steam launch. I think I got how you get it. Can you make another guess? Yeah, you can guess. If you get it right, then I will say yes. But if you guess wrong, I'll say maybe. Fancy your own webpage. Oh yeah, I'm a professional web developer, designer, whatever you want to call it. So I gotta have a website. That's my toxic hobby, is purchasing domains. Oh no, I can't hear the sound. Oh no, what was the sound? No! There's like a frog or something. Captain Onosa, I'm gonna send it back and then you can do it again if you want. I think that gave you your points back. Welcome in, Bitmage. Launch day, let's go. The AI is deciding.
Limestone's got to offer.
That was me voice acting. Thank you for that. The AI deciding its own fate. Kinda? I mean, that's not how... I mean, like, yes, you're letting AI decide, but that's not how... That's not how you get it. I mean, there's certain things, but yeah, like, basically. It was a heh sound. Oh. I didn't hear that one. That's funny. Started using Godot and I'm missing how easy it was going from web game dev with a framework and TypeScript. I mean, Godot is pretty easy, and like the UI building system is very much like making a website for me. Oh look, AI decided to buy the Singularity. Yeah. Nope. I canceled it. Yeah, Godot, it is tedious for sure, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it. If you get what's it called? If you get ridiculous coding for your IDE on Godot, it makes it very entertaining while you're typing. Only thing Game Engine does for me is I like the animation players, besides the framework so much easier. Yeah, right. I think that the Game Engine, it does have a lot of like built-in stuff too that is very useful. But when it comes down to like building your own stuff, you can start from the ground up, which is like, I make websites using WordPress, and I've used a couple page builders and stuff like Elementor, Divi, Visual Composer, Beaver Builder, and Bricks Builder, but it's like a lot of those you deconstruct and then you build upon it. So it's like, it makes it really hard to build some of the stuff that you want to build because you're like limited by the frameworks that are like in place. So sometimes it is better to start from a, scratch starting point. But yeah, all game dev is going to be pretty tedious. You have to really enjoy it. It's a creative hobby, or creative process. It is not necessarily a hobby for everybody, obviously, but definitely have to enjoy it. Then you get to this point where it's like all your hard work gets destroyed by the public because they're like, yeah, so the game doesn't run at all. That's weird. And you're like, I worked years on this. How can it not run? It works on my computer. Thank you for wishlisting, Bitmage. I appreciate it. Web dev? No, I love doing web dev. I hate when things don't work, but I love debugging, so it's like a win-win. Or lose-win. What's a hobby? Foolbox, you need to get a hobby, dude. They're fun. They're hip. It's the new thing on the block. It's where you do something, and it just, the only thing you use is time and all your hard-earned money. Game dev's stupid until it works, until it stops working. Game dev is rolling a million-sided dice where half the options are rabbit holes the dev is responsible for. Distribute the game in a Docker container. Yeah, do Electron. Boom, done. That's actually, Adagon, that's not a terrible advice, is like, have a Docker container for your game so it always runs on the environment you built it on, or built it for. We're almost at $1 trillion. Yeah, it'll be cheap before it turns into a hobby. Once it's a hobby, you no longer have money. I would say game dev's cheap if you keep it cheap. Well, right, but if it's a hobby, it's not gonna be cheap, right? Money's usually just a way to save your time in this endeavor by outsourcing art, music, etc. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much started game dev using Angular. Interesting. And only Pixie.js. Huh. Built all the systems from scratch because no company is looking for a junior front-end dev. Right, they're looking for full-stack Rockstar 10x developers using Cursor and vibe coding, so they don't they don't want real developers. They want marketers who know how to talk. That's what this game's about. This game's a joke. It's, well, it's satire, so I get it. I'm also trying to break my game right now. Wow, we are making bank. So this is way faster than I had it before. I don't know if we're gonna get the secret ending, everyone. I agree, Fullbox. The fun part about making games is making everything. And my next endeavor is learning my piano a lot better so I can start making music for my games. And then learning like FL Studio or something like audio interface to help me mix it and stuff. Yeah, web apps is way easier than game dev when you're using custom frameworks and stuff. And yeah, I mean, the upfront cost of a computer to build games can be kind of bad, but you can get a pretty cheap computer and make games. You really can. And then you can get like a Linux-based operating system. You can do it for free, basically. Because Godot does run on Linux. Yeah, I hope the market stuff passes. I hope people realize that AI is not really, truly artificial intelligence until it becomes AGI and then everybody has it in their pocket. Hey, he bought Harmony AI. Cancel. Give me the secret ending. Selenium devs? What is Selenium? How much have you spent on game dev so far? It's a great question. Okay, excluding all the assets that I've purchased over the years and never used. Stellar Frog said I can't exclude it, so never mind. Selenium is browser automation. Oh. You only spent money on a computer that you already had for gaming. That's true. That's true. More art, all the art, more art. Yeah, that's all game dev really is. It's words and art. You need help getting equipment for your audio? Oh, that's right. You have a workflow for yours? I have a MIDI cable and a piano and FL Studio. That's what I've got right now. And I've made one song with FL Studio. It's sad the vibe coders won't know how to debug the web apps. Yeah, I think I said it yesterday or today, one of the days. The only thing, like, what sucks about vibe coding is if you don't understand what you're typing, you're more likely going to be... Oh, I said it today, I think. You're more likely making a security risk. And then Adagon's like, well, what if you are a security risk? So then he's already ahead of the game. Including those assets. All right, so I've spent... Including my computer? Computers? Well, I need a computer to make games. No, actually, ironically, the computer I have right now, I bought specifically because I wanted more frames per second in World of Warcraft. Little laugh track played in the game. That's perfect timing. Use Logic Pro X. I kid you not, I had somebody stop me in the street and... I think that was a door sound, Granger. It didn't come through for me. I had somebody stop me in the street and tell me to use Logic Pro X. Stellar Frog can confirm. When we got stopped randomly and was talking about music. And they're like, yeah, you should use Logic Pro X. Yeah, I'm like, I have FL Studio, it's like 99 bucks. Yeah, I mean, Bitmage is a pro using Logic Pro X. And a Scarlett 2i4 interface. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate it. I think I turned off my sound somewhere. I need to go look at that. Appreciate that. Yo, Llama Salami in the house. What up, bro? All my alerts are on. Maybe I'm just not hearing them. Been seeing more and more stuff about the AI hype is slowly fading. I know, right? It's interesting. It like peaked and now it's like right when I make a video game about it, nobody's talking about it anymore. What the heck? The return they promise is no way close. That's really what it is. that Torm Hey BB emo is so good, dude. That's funny. Have a good rest of your stream, clicking and vibing. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Bitmage. I appreciate it, man. And I may have to hit you up on some workflows on like actually exporting and like using the music. I've never used a MIDI cable and stuff, so maybe you can help me out with that. Yeah, you're not hearing them either? It definitely showed it on stream, but it didn't make a sound. Also, we're going for the secret ending, in case anybody's wondering, so... We've got a little bit more, I'm sure. The MIDI thing isn't rocket science, I know. But like, a workflow, maybe some tutorials, like good places to get information on making music. That's true too. You also make music, Ranger. Get into TikTok heavily. Why? So it goes away. I already did. I started on TikTok and then they talked about banning it in the US. Seriously. Can't wait for the Skynet ending? What? That's the singularity. We're going further. We're going deeper than anyone's ever been in this video game. Nobody has the patience like a goob trying to get a secret ending. Also, while we're waiting for the secret ending, we've got vibeclicker.com available now. And if you can't afford the game for free, you can click on the logo. That's also free. Look at it. Look at that, just like the game. And then you can click on this guy too. He's hiding now. He really doesn't want to be clicked again. But also you can play it on itch. You can download it on itch. You can play it on GX Games, and then you can wishlist it. We've got a Steam page. What? We've got a Steam page? What? It doesn't say it. I know it just says July 2025. That's because it's being approved. But it's going to be available July 25th. I'm wishlisting a game, but I don't want any spoilers, so I can't keep watching. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to spoil yourself. Again, I am going for the secret ending, so it's like the biggest spoiler, but also not a spoiler, but very much a spoiler. So I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh, love it. We got a page with a post-mortem on Average Game Studio. So you can read all my notes on what I think about making this game and how I feel like I didn't do enough research. We've got the game design doc. So if you want to see what I did to make this game, and then the fact that I stuck to my deadlines, maybe you can join a stream and be like, how did you stick to your timeline? We can talk about how I came up with the timeline. Yeah, all sorts of goodies here. Plus, if you're interested in like how it's made, I did a whole blog, so you can, do Vibe Clicker, and you can see from start to finish everything that I did, including making this cut off half the sides of the image. I'm just kidding. That's not on there. Yeah, very cool. We're at $2 billion. I think I said trillion earlier. That wasn't true. I have an easy research for you. Oh no. If you ever want to continue or you want to make another incremental, yeah, you can post a link, $12. I'll bet you're gonna link me the document that has the math. Oh, maybe not. Oh, guide to incrementals. 22-minute read. Oh, I love this little website. That's so cool. To be spoiled or not to be spoiled? These are questions we ponder when vibe clicking. I can't even afford anything now. From a quick calculation, I spend 856. 800. Hold on, you put a comma in there. Is that $856 or $856,000? Because I'm probably, if I actually did a calculation, I don't know what I'd be at, but I've spent some money on Humble Bundles for like the stuff. I spent like $90,000 on college. Plenty of computers along the way. I mean, I've started doing game dev when I was very young, maybe like 12 or 13. Appreciate this full box. This is actually pretty cool, man. This makes sense that you would look at this. So incremental versus idler versus clicker. Mine's a little bit of all of it, right? Ooh, while incremental games can be fun and even healthy in certain contexts, they can exasperate video game addiction. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that's why my game has an ending. Eventually, you will have to click on the final click. Don't spend your life playing this game. It's not worth it. Netherlands uses a comma instead for decimals. Yeah, I bet that's why it was pretty confusing for some of these numbers in the game. You thought I was joking? I actually want to help out people. No, I thought this was like research on doing it better. This is good. This is good reading. I'm gonna save this. I think that's important. I think that's an important topic. And yeah, like games in general can be addicting. It doesn't matter what kind. Yeah. Stellar Frog doesn't know anything about addicting endless games as she plays... What is it, Nuclear Throne? Yeah, no, Foolbox, I'm right there with you. I think that building healthy habits and making games that aren't super addicting and stuff, like, I would love to keep making games for free. I would love to make websites for free. I would love to do all the stuff I do for free, but it requires money to survive around here, you know? So it's like... It sucks. But as long as I can keep it a hobby, I can make games for free and enjoy my free time building them and stuff, but damn, does it take a lot of effort to make a game. Because I've mostly done game jams where it's like it takes a weekend and it's like, that's not much commitment. I spent the past 2 months, and if I actually put in the time, like figured out how long it took me, we're probably looking at like full-time job level for this. Show your shirt. It's my MMO shirt. I wear it every once in a while. Yeah, Final Fantasy. I only played Final Fantasy up to like level 60 on the Dragoon, but I did like that game. It was just really hard to keep it installed. Or like installing it from Steam. That's where I bought like the extra DLC and stuff. It was just really annoying. I wish they would make their download stuff a lot easier. Alright, I've only clicked 7,000 times, and there's only 12,000 auto clicks. This game is running itself. I don't know if we're gonna get the secret ending. Return, I'm level 100. What's WHM? Oh! He's trying to buy Harmony. Oh, you're a white mage? Oh, sweet. I don't know. MMOs are a lot harder for me to play nowadays. I still play WoW, but it's like we have such long breaks between raid tiers that it's like I can kind of chill. That's part of the reason why I was able to make this game, is we're on a WoW raid break. There's just like small events and stuff. I will stop Dragoons from floor tanking. Yeah, I've done that before. Like, why do you keep dying? I don't know. I haven't heard floor tanking in so long. Okay, I'm still curious why my vibe points aren't showing. They never actually unlocked. That's interesting. Okay. I know the intention of this was to be so that it shows when you unlock the vibe shop, but I think it's important to show it. It definitely worked for Captain Onoso when he was streaming this morning. It popped up his vibe points like early. He's like, what are these? We're so close to prestiging. We're gonna get the secret ending. Almost all around healer holding all 4 healing jobs. That's pretty sweet. The vibe orb has been fully upgraded. That's a lot of money, huh? 500 auto click, $200 per click. That's not that much. 1,000 passive income and 5 VP. Oh, we're gonna have tons of vibe points for the shop. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get the secret ending. I should check the requirements again. Maybe I messed up. I don't know. Holy cow. You maxed out at Crafter and Gatherer. You work on your magical range DPS. Screw melee, tank and physical. No! Melee's the best. If you lost your character, would you go back and play everything all over again on Final Fantasy? Also, we have an ad break coming up. You would? It's a testament to the game. Oh my gosh, I'm actually really low on reputation. Upgrading my vibe orb cost me so much rep. Holy cow. Oh, and processing power. Okay. You would want to memory wipe with it though. Yeah, that's the way I feel about WoW. I wish I can go back without knowing anything about the game. All right, I thought I had the patience to get the secret ending, but I don't know if I do. We may have to, somebody may have to share the fact that they got the secret ending. This may have to be a situation where I just can't do it. All right, I'm gonna do it. The next thing that he chooses, we're going with it. If he chooses harmony, we go harmony. If he chooses singularity, we go singularity. Welcome back from ads. Yeah, if the I don't think I'm gonna go for the secret ending. Yeah, I was gonna say the next thing he chooses, we're just gonna go with it. So we're going harmony. What did you decide? I gotta go harmony. So I'm gonna do harmony, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this save. and we're gonna put it in my pocket. We're gonna put it in my pocket. And then we're gonna go Harmony. Well, I mean, Captain Onosa did Harmony, so people didn't really see the vibe Singularity yet. Let's go Singularity. Rude. Let's go Singularity. Closed it on me. The Singularity activates with a sound like reality tearing. Your empire, built on shortcuts and exploitation, not expletives, begins to devour itself. The vibe orb grows larger, hungrier. It consumes your data centers, your reputation, your carefully constructed lies. The laughter echoing from within sounds less and less human. You watch helplessly as your creation spreads across the globe like a digital virus. Every click you made, every corner you cut, every warning you ignored, they all led here. The orb swells until it fills your vision, its surface rippling with the faces of everyone you failed to protect. The voices grow louder, a chorus of what could have been. The world didn't end with a bang or a whimper. It ended with a click. Boop. You were so preoccupied with whether you could, you didn't stop to think whether you should. I wasted 11,000 days. I burned through $16 billion, and I wronged 12 million people. That's not terrible. Is there a cooldown on the AI choosing an ending, or can it technically do it 5 times in a row? Theoretically, it could do it. It could choose an ending 5 times, but you just cancel it. Yeah, I mean the AI, it makes a decision. It's got its own mind. Oh, there we go, vibe clicker. Boom. It's like, wow, it's over. Wow. I hope the vibe shop loads. Yeah, there's a cooldown before it offers it again. Boom. Hey, and we're back with the vibe shop. Hey, yo. And we unlocked a new phase here. Vibe Lord. Also, because we clicked the Singularity, look at all these things. They got upgraded. AI is kind of done with itself over here. Yeah, so we can upgrade everything now. We've kind of uncapped in a way to 1,000 for most of this stuff. One thing I'm noticing is it's only X5. It's supposed to be X20, I think. Boom, we got the throne. Wait, there's post game? Yeah. So this is the Vibe Lord phase. So we can bring back the auto buy, we can do the auto click. We got everything, new music. Everything's still here. We can go to the vibe shop. Actually, let me stop the auto clicking here. All right, so we can go to the vibe shop. Look at all these upgrades. Look at this. I can't quite afford the vibe throne yet, or the AI overlord. It's my favorite one. But check this out. I don't know if you haven't seen this yet. We got Seto in bot. Look at that. He's the ultimate unlock. So maybe we can go try to get some vibe points and unlock him. But everything they've all got clicker sounds. So, you know, different sounds for different people. Sounds like a very angry mouse. You can get the vibe orb back if you want. We got the coffee machine. We've got my first mug that I designed. We got the different bots, and they all make different sounds. You can do the coffee cup. If you like that, the original one, you can continue sending resumes. Or you can actually just do your old resumes. Not again. That sounds like Minecraft. We got the universal income. The book of ethics. Big old book thud sound. We've got harmony. So in case you missed out on getting harmony, you can now click it for fun. But also the vibe throne. The AI overlord, which I said is my favorite. We got the singularity. Let's try to get the Settlebot. Oh no, the vibe orbs. All right. So you can equip that. Boom. All right, let's see. Vibe Lord phase. We need more vibe points. What gives me the most? There's 50, 100. 200 here. All the clicks. Does the post game change depending on the ending? Yeah, it does. Sorry, I missed your message, but yeah, so let me actually slow this down a little bit. It's not so intense. So there are some upgrades that happens every time, you know, whatever ending you get. And you'll see here, if we go back to the legend tab, we no longer have access. We no longer have access to those AIs. They're gone. You chose an ending, the AI went singularity. So you get different things. So you can do, obviously you get the Vibe Lord throne. You need a seat of power in the new world. No matter the outcome, you deserve a nice place to sit. And then you can do charitable donations. Even if people don't want to see you, it's good to give back. The important one here is a legacy documentary. You fund the production of your very own documentary to tell the story to future generations, if they exist. And then if you chose the singularity, so these are some unique ones to singularity, is you get the AI Overlord Protocol. Warning, let AI make all major decisions for humanity, only good vibes. And it's all in Leet speak, because it's a robot. We got the human preservation pods, keep humans safe, while AI handles everything. More pods, more human storage. We've got the reality simulator, create the perfect virtual worlds for the remaining humans. The lines of reality have been blurred for a while now. And then you've got the self-replication facility. Allow AI to reproduce and evolve without limits. More efficient without humans in the way. Smiley face. So you'll try to fix your reputation while upgrading the Overlord. Yup. And then the final click. This is it. This is the final click. One last meaningful interaction with your creation right before you pass on your legacy. Rip in peace click. Yep. So it's just a little bit, you know, a little bit for the fun here. What do I need for this? Human pods. Boom. Legacy documentary 500. Okay, let's upgrade it. Dang it. You piqued my curiosity. Time to skip sleep. No. Hopefully not too much. Again, this is not endless, so there is a limit to the playtime, but I wouldn't lose sleep over it. You don't have to play this in one night. It saves. You can load it up the next day. Documentary is gonna cost me an arm and a leg. Oh my gosh. Wait, is it going up 5 or 20? Okay. It's supposed to go up 20. I don't know. Does this build have it? Oh, maybe this is a different build. I don't know if I downloaded the latest build that I uploaded to itch. I think this is supposed to be 20x to make it easier to upgrade stuff. I'm a dev. I'll break it open and mod it to make endless. Mwahaha. I guess you could technically. I mean, there is licensing. Oh yeah, I think I have to release with Godot's licensing. That might be. I need to make a note of that. I think before to do the Steam release. Whoops. Yeah, it's got MIT licensing on it. Or whatever Godot has. Oh my gosh, my reputation is negative. Oh, crap. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're back. What's MIT license? I don't know. I gotta look into the licensing. Basically, like, don't crack open the game or something like that. I think Godot might be open source. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's a permissive MIT license. Free and open source, which means you can create games without any restrictions or royalties. You know what I've broken open before, right? Yeah, I know. I know. Don't admit it. Don't admit it in chat. The question I have for you is who hasn't done that one, am I right? Anyways, beautiful weather. I don't know, we got the blinds closed. We're trying to stay cool. Look at him buying the Vibe network. Get out of here with that. Oh, we have enough points. All right, here we go. This is permission from Seto. He said I could totally do this. This is my fan art. I drew this. He said I could add him to the game. Look, Setobot's in the game too. His son can buy upgrades for me. And then look, it shows in here. There's a shameless plug somewhere in here. Yeah, there it is. That was his Twitch. His Twitch. There it is again. I'm just gonna do a quick shout out. Shout out to Setolix. I think that's how you spell it. Hang on. I don't want to get it wrong. How bad would that be? A shameless plug that was implemented by someone else. That's vibing. Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, the story behind it is like I spent so much time in Seto's stream. He was doing some like long stream week or something. The same week that I was doing all of my upgrade art, like all of these icons. I was doing all of this art in like the same week, and he just happened to be streaming during that time. And his consistency and somebody to like who was also doing game dev and enjoying their time, like it was a great place to hang out. So I did all the art in there, and I was like, you know, how cool would it be if I just like added him to, you know, to the game as like thanks for being my entertainment during that whole time. And he said sure. He said go ahead. So he didn't tell me to put his Twitch URL in there. That was, I decided to do that. Oh, almost 500. You feel that? Remember the little ship I made? Yeah, I remember the shippy that you made. Of course. You just feel inspired while you're like chilling with somebody that's doing something productive. Like right now, I'm not being productive. I'm coding games, obviously. Look at this. Almost. Once we get the documentary, then we can start working towards the final flick. You felt inspired by me so often. Oh, that's so good to hear. I started streaming originally because Stellar Frog wanted to watch me play Elden Ring. And that actually got me going back on Twitch quite a bit. And then I found the game dev community because I just needed some co-working while I was making websites and stuff. And then I just saw people working in Godot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can make games faster than Game Maker. I still love Game Maker. I actually pulled it up today. I reinstalled Game Maker. I was checking what one of my leaderboards was using. Apparently it was Loot Locker. And Loot Locker has an integration with Godot as well, so maybe. Even now, your brain's working overtime thinking of a cool game to get fully on Steam. Yeah, I don't even know what my next game is going to be. I haven't thought about my next game yet. I thought maybe we could explore some popular games and see if maybe something pops out. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really put too much thought into what happens after Vibe Clicker. This is all that's been on my mind for like 2 months straight. Can I even achieve that? Oh, this gives me a minus 1,000 rep per click. No wonder my rep tanked. Oh my gosh. That's why you give charitable donations. He bought a human pod. Thinking of a maze game. I should do like a mini game. That's what I really want to make. But it would have to be multiplayer, so it's like kind of hard decision. All right, I'm gonna be real. I have not min-maxed this last phase, so I don't even know what would be the best route here. I'm pretty sure it's the self-replication. But the Steam support package will probably have like different little AI guys with all the new ones that I make. I gotta figure out a better way to do the vibe shop too. And also another mention was for like custom cursors, so like make different cursors that you can use. I love that idea. We're gonna go back to this one. I like the sound for the Seto bot. Maze game that you want to be some casual run game with developer commentary while walking around. Oh, see, when I was thinking maze game, I was thinking like the jump scare maze games, like the top-down stuff. But a 3D one like Stanley's Parable or Getting Over It. I think that's the same developer, yeah? I don't remember. But like where you do commentary while they're going through. One of my favorite games, it kind of messed me up, was Superliminal. That was a really good game. Superliminal was awesome. Oh, he bought the self-replicating facility. Oh no. He's become sentient. He's aware of the purchases I want to make. Like an actual maze, kind of have a perspective like Subway Surfer. I've never heard anybody use Subway Surfer as a reference for a game. But I immediately know what camera angle you're talking about. Wow, we're going on 2 hours for this playthrough. That's not terrible. This is definitely, like, you can set this up and run it in the background. My goal is to get the final click. I don't know if I will, though. I might have to have him stop auto-purchasing things. I guess I can go upgrade these. This is why I had a 20x purchase. It's gonna take forever to upgrade these. Oh. The dev commentary came from Getting Over It. That's what I was thinking. Such a good one. Oh, you know what? I bet this is super powerful. $31K? Since we bought the Singularity, we might as well use it. It also sounds like a project with a smaller scope. Yeah, I think a smaller scope is important. Also, you can see the audio cue was way off here. All the little bubbles. Oh! Are we actually at $1 trillion? Or is that... No, is this... Wait. This is $1 billion? Oh, man. Is it even possible to get the final click? Oh yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, no, I had my numbers way off. Okay. This will get us there faster for sure. The important thing here is that passive income. Wow, look how thick my lines for this cup were. This is my first one that I drew when I was making these. Me and a broken scope belong together. Never stop getting extremes and working towards them. I just know I need smaller stuff to learn. Yeah. That's why game jams were super important for me, is because I knew that a game jam could get me where I want to be. And the problem, though, is getting out of that loop. It's just like being in tutorial purgatory, where you're constantly trying to build what tutorials are showing you to build, and you're never, like, making your own projects. That's where the problem comes in. But like, if you can comfortably release stuff and you're just doing stuff as a hobby, I mean, I've seen people work on games for 10 years, for 5 years, 6 years, and they're just enjoying the process. And I think as a hobby, enjoying the process of game dev is definitely possible. Like, when I first made Alchemist, it took me a month to build it, being my first game using Godot. There was so much that I was learning at the same time, but like once the game was launched and the game jam was over, like I just wanted to continue to make it. I just wanted to keep making the game. I don't know why, but eventually I was like, all right, I gotta cut this off and then I need to start making a game that I'm never gonna finish. Enter Rise of the Intern. Yeah, not stopping on something. Exactly. Alright, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make the final click unless I get these upgrades. Let's do it. Probably just stick with the legend stuff. I gotta max this out. What was the issue with Rise of the Intern? I just lost passion for it. I wasn't like having days where I was like, I really want to work on this. I'm not like, oh, this is going to be a fun thing to work on today. I just felt like I didn't really know what was going on. And then also I lost interest in like the Survivors gameplay as much as I was enjoying it at first. So losing the interest there is kind of like, that was basically the whole game. So I might revisit the idea of like the Rise of the Intern stuff, but maybe scale it down a lot. I had a good character creator. What happened? But yeah, like I still have Rise of the Intern on my computer. I've opened it to upgrade it to 4.4. But I didn't feel as excited as like when I was making this game. Yeah, and I could have kept working on new systems. Like that's not the problem. It was just really I lost interest in the core mechanic. But there was plenty to work on, and maybe it was overwhelming. Wow, my reputation got up to 117 million. Oh yeah, definitely can afford everything in the shop. We got everything. With 352k left over? Yeah, I need to like raise the prices of these things. So make sure you guys get all your Vibe Shop items before I nerf them. Because the saves should be persistent through patches. I'm trying my best to keep backwards compatibility. Oh, a McDonald's ad? That's unfortunate. They can't do that to you. That's not fair. Yeah, it's gonna be dinner time for me soon, too. I'm gonna try to get this this final click. I know. A copy fan just said we should get McDonald's, so Seller Frog said, Okabe fan's a very smart person. I trust their judgment. That's a great idea. Will we two ever work on something together? I don't know. Maybe. You use Unity. I'm learning Unity on the side. Granger wants to make a game jam with me, so I owe that to him. The only issue I have with learning Unity is I have to learn C#. I gotta go all in. I can't just like learn the engine without learning C#. I tried using, was it Playbook? Is it called Playbook? I don't know. It's like a visual scripting thing, and then they like integrated it or something. But I tried using that, and I was like, that's not fun. Yeah, you could swap to Godot. It's not a cult. Dang, I don't have the Godot emotes from Fullbox anymore. I need the rolling Godot icon or emote so I can say it's not a cult. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think... Is there financial exploitation? Exploitation? Financial exploitation in Godot? I don't know. Is there? If there is, then it could be a cult. Unity's your main engine, but you're not limited? Yeah, that's... I'm not limited to Godot. This is just my current obsession, so... It will change. Dang, look at my money. $9 million per second. Oh, that's so nice. We're getting there. We're gonna have the final click before I have to go for dinner. My current obsession is Vibe Clicker. Oh no, mine too. I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this. Like, I don't know how fun it is to watch it, but I'm having fun playing it, which is really good, I think. And also, like, if you want, like, I think the dev commentary, like, I like watching people who made their game and then talk about it. Like, I'm looking forward to Bear Like Lions. I'm sure he's gonna do a launch stream. To like just watch him play, because like I've only ever seen him really develop it. I haven't seen him enjoy his creation, at least from a second person perspective. Third person? Is third person watching somebody stream their own game? Something like that. But it's really cool to see like people play their games. Like, I love watching game jam submissions being played and stuff. Like the bugs that happen, things that you don't test for. By the way, good for you. A trillion is 1,000 times larger than a billion. A billion is 1,000 million, while a trillion is 1,000 billion. In numerical terms, 1 billion is, and 1 trillion is... It's a lot of money. I'm getting there. I've got $4 billion. Yeah, I wanted to do the scientific notation for this game, but I really didn't want to do the coding for it. All right, what's another quick upgrade here? It's 2,000 passive income. That's probably the next one. Let's try to get this one done. I didn't have enough to upgrade it. If I upgrade it like this, will I always have enough money? I can just do this for 1,000 times. Let's get that money. This poor little robot guy, he's like, I just want to buy something. I'll let you buy stuff again, bud. He's like, yeah, I bought something. All right, we got full quantum processing. I'm worried how you would even save the value. A long wouldn't be big enough, right? Because I think these only go to 64-bit. You probably need to split it up, but it'd be quick enough to calculate every single step. There's somebody wrote like a 500-line script that handles bigs. And it does all that stuff for you. So I don't know how it works, but this is why it's capped out. So the game is capped out at the maximum value almost, like just short of the maximum value. So you can't have the total amount of money that you think you could, which is where donations come into play. I haven't hit the money cap yet. I have seen the money cap, but once you hit the money cap, you start dumping money into donations. Do I have the document for bigs? No, it's I think just Covino mentioned it on his stream. Like he implemented it for his game that he was making. He might be live if you want to go ask him. This is the longest I've played my game, by the way. 2 hours and 17 minutes. In one session. Longest I've played in one session. You found it already? Yeah, it's a Godot script for bigs. But I didn't want to just implement something without knowing what it would do, so I didn't bother with it. I was just like, yeah, I'll cap it just, you know, below the maximum value that I can store. And then see how it plays out. And again, I haven't hit cap, and I know some people will. My brother ran it for like over a day and a half and hit cap, but the donations worked. But then once the donations cap out, that's kind of it, I think. And we almost got all the achievements. I need to get this fully upgraded. Hey, Chives. It's just an average goob. Where? Oh, it's going great. We're just celebrating the launch of Vibe Clicker, and by doing so, I have been playing it for the past 2 hours. Luckily, I've only seen one bug, and I think it's because I'm using an older build that I didn't upload, which is it's supposed to be X20 and not X5. As a matter of fact, I think this is an old build for sure, because this X5 button isn't doing the proper upgrades for this. So I'm on the difficult version. The real version gives you the 5x upgrades for everything with all their abilities and stuff. So yeah, I've made my game harder, but feel free, check it out. We got an official website, vibeclicker.com. You can go check that out. It's got all the links. You can wishlist on Steam, which will be available July 25th. Fingers crossed. But you can play the game on itch or GX Games right now. Technically like early access. And then I'll be launching on Steam with support for Mac, Linux, and Windows. Which I've tested on all of them. I played it on my Steam Deck, and it worked great. So, it's not going to be Steam Deck verified, I think, because you have to use the touchscreen. I guess I could implement a virtual mouse, but... you know. It is what it is. So right now, I'm going for the final click. Once I get that, stream's over for today. So we're counting down. Oh, you might be able to upgrade your Pokemon storage to hold even more Pokemon? Oh, I'm glad that can help you. Yeah, I knew about that script, but not many people need something like that. It's not often you need numbers that go that big. Oh, he bought a Vibe Throne. Fancy. Let's see. Let's go back to the mug, the first mug here. So I was thinking the vibe shop could be different clickers, different assistants, different auto clickers. Just like Fullbox has like all the balls, I can make different auto clicker balls. Different text, so you can change the text, and then different sounds, so you can create your own experience. That's what I was thinking for the vibe shop. I don't know if that'll be ready for like the Steam release, but it'd be cool to implement it. Being able to store all the spin-to-form says enough. That's funny. All the evolutions. Dang, I can't believe how much my reputation is going up right now. It's over 400 million. I was joking about the evolutions. That was the first one that had so many different forms. Well, is there more? Did they add more with like the different like regions and stuff that you can have, like they did with the other Pokemon? Or is it just... I didn't even know there was 7, to be honest. Can I even upgrade this throne? I should have been upgrading this throne. I was trying to go for all the achievements, or as many as I could. Definitely can't get these two, but I can still get the Vibe Lord. Oh. The odds of having a different spot pattern are less than 1 in 4 billion? Holy cow. The odds for that to happen are really high. Yeah, see, at least Godot allows you to store a 64-bit number. So I can actually go over into the trillions, which is why the game does. Alright. How annoying is this one? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, so that's double all of the already higher odds. That's a big storage, and that's... Can any other Pokemon in the game have, like, that level of customization, or is it just Spinda? I didn't even know Spinda was that unique. Oh my gosh, that's right, and then they can shiny. Is it shiny for every possible combination too? That's insane. How do they even store that? That's not... They didn't do that in the original games, did they? I'm clicking as fast as I can right now. No, quit buying the expensive upgrades. I want to buy the Vibe Throne. I need to get Vibe Lord. Go buy the old upgrades. Did these update? 300? Okay. These did update, but this didn't have the plus or times 20 update. Okay. See, that's what I was talking about with Copy Fan. I was talking about, like, did they have, like, a special evolve form with the new stuff? Yeah, I gotta play the new Pokemon games. I haven't played them at all. Much like assets that I buy to make games. I bought the games, but I haven't played them. Actually, no, I don't think I bought Sword and Shield. Since Gen 3 we have natures? What are natures? Oh, plus all the moves they can learn too. Oh my gosh. See, that's why I can't get into like the numbers of things too much when building. Like thinking about all the possible combinations of everything. Because even just building out this game, like trying to think of the combinations to allow your upgrades and like the different outcomes and achievements and stuff, it was already getting exponential. having over 50 upgrades in the game, I'm just like, I went way too hard on having the upgrades. I could have just made like a couple levels and then just uncapped them instead of making all these ones that I did. But like even right now, like I have 18,000 clicks now. And I've only made $81 billion. Oh, yeah, but the full upgrade is 609 or what is it, 969? Yeah, it's 969 trillion or billion. It is a lot, but it's, you know, it's just a clicker at this point. But there's nothing to spend reputation on, so I might have to balance this out a little bit. Your current box storage system could technically store all of them, but that's just the Spinda. Hey, Magnus GPT, welcome in. I have no idea who you are or why I followed you, but I love you nonetheless. Thank you. I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you where or why you're following me, but I appreciate you. And even more, saying something in chat. We're just playing Vibe Clicker, a game that I released today. It feels like it's been like 2 days clicking, honestly. It's kind of a lot of clicking, I'm gonna be real. But you can play it. You can play it today. It's on itch and GX Games if you want to vibe with me. And then I've got a Steam release coming out, so if you want to wishlist that, it'll be available, I'm hoping July 25th. But it's just a little satire, little story game. Until you get to this point, and then it just becomes a lot of clicking. But up until that point, you know, there's like little stories and stuff for the upgrades. Just kind of silly things that I put together. And then I did all the art and everything for this game. The only thing I didn't do is music. Vibe stream. I'm vibe streaming. You're not at the PC at the moment? It's all good. It does run on itch. Maybe even GX Games runs on your phone. So it does, you can tappy tap. You have a command to the Steam page? No, just vibeclicker.com. Oh, I got posture checked. Ugh. All right. Thank you for the posture check. No, Okabe fan, it's vibe! Exclamation vibe. Website is my studio website. What are those? Oh, you know what I just realized? Hang on, those alerts aren't coming through. I wonder because I don't have the Twitch alerts. That's why. They're not coming through because of that. Browser source. Twitch alerts. Okay. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. You had to quit your game dev dream for a while because apparently there's some small problems with my learning methods and all that, so I switched back recently. Oh, you went to backend. What's wrong with your learning methods? If you don't mind sharing, I don't want to pry. I mean, to be honest, Godot has some of the best like documentation for game engine stuff, but oh, sorry, you got timed out for the link ASP.NET. You learned some EF core and ASP.NET to start more career ready. Oh, okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, you can't like type in VB.net or anything like that. It's just to help protect, you know, Twitch users and stuff. I could see what you typed though. I don't know what EF core is though. Yeah, those are actually, I mean, ASP.NET is pretty good to get, you know, for getting career ready. C#, great for software and stuff. I mean, I did VB.net for software engineering, but I did Game Maker for most of my game development career, if you can call it that. And I should have done something else. Oh, I should have gone like C#. Do I have a business mail that's public? No. You think I'm gonna trust strangers on the internet? Oh no, you were stuck in the tutorial hell problem? Yeah, I just talked about that today. I'll learn first to get ready before I start making stuff, and the readiness never arrives. Yeah, you just have to jump right in. That's actually while we're vibe clicking here. That's how I started my journey, was just jumping in and doing stuff. So I've got quite a few video games that I've made, and they're all mostly just game jam stuff. So I just picked a time where I was like, I got a weekend. I joined 48-hour game jams, and then I just made something, sometimes with a small team, sometimes solo. And then I decided I wanted to start going into like doing my own art and stuff. So I did like vector art, and then I did hand-drawn art, and I really loved hand-drawn art. And so Archimist was my first game in Godot, where I also combined my newly acquired art skills. You can call it skill at this point, I don't know. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And so I started another game called Rise of the Intern, and that kind of flopped. I was just kind of lost interest in stuff, but like this is just what I've done. And this was just since September 2024. And then in January, I made a game with the Two Nerdy Nerds. And then I spent about 2 months building Vibe Clicker from start to finish. So, and you can see my learning process. So I prefer courses instead of like tutorials. I use tutorials to help me through something that I can't figure out myself. And then now, like, luckily we've got AI to do all the research for us. Um, so you can use that as a resource too. Like if you're stuck in tutorial hell, you can get a little bit more specific. But yeah, that's you can check out my learning process. I've been trying to keep it a little bit public. Oh yeah, I know we got an ad. Ooh, we're like pretty close to getting all the money we need. Yeah, the try, fail, Google, repeat instead of Google, follow, try, fail, quit. That's an interesting way to put it. Oh, heck yeah, copy. I'll have to take a look. All right, I'll have to try that off stream. Thank you. That is sweet. Welcome back from ads. I don't know if you had them, GPT, Magnus GPT, but Yeah, like I found myself, I get stuck in tutorials and it's easier to just start making something. Like you come up with the idea and I'll release a video. I do some YouTube videos now. I'll release a video on like how I, actually come up with game ideas and start implementing stuff, because it's really just a game jam mentality. And then I've got a public game design doc that I can share, and it really helps like ideate and stuff. I'm gonna have to get a chat command for it. I don't have a direct link to the game design doc. But here's a link to my one-page game design doc. So you can check that out. That's it's just a Google Doc. And you can like copy that and use it to like come up with game ideas a little bit faster than just not having anything to start from. There's even a sample game design doc in the second tab. And I've used that. That's what I use for Vibe Clicker. That's what I got up here. So I use this for Vibe Clicker. This is the same document. And it just helps you come up with stuff and get things on paper without, overcommitting or, getting too in depth with it. So it's handy, and it definitely beats the longer version of the game design documents that I've used. Yeah, no problem. Hopefully it helps. The blank page syndrome is real with these things. Yeah, it's like, where do I start? And like, honestly, having a template is one of the best things that you could do. Yeah, that's what it's for. Make a copy for yourself. I try to keep that updated with anything new that I learn and stuff, or if I like make a tweak to it. But definitely make a copy and use it for your projects. That's what I made it for. That's why it's public. And then also, not to keep switching or anything. This is a game development stream, but on the Alchemist game, so if you go to Portfolio and Alchemist, there's the game design document for that. And I used this one for the Pirate Software Game Jam back when I was first starting this. So this one's a little bit more involved, but you can see this one's a little bit lengthier, but it goes into a little bit more detail. So you can like see an example of that too. And then an even shorter game design document is the one for Backhand Bandit. This one's even shorter. This was more like created on the fly. I did this on stream and just didn't follow any rules, just put in some like primary stuff. You have tips for quick setups I can adjust later? What do you mean? For a portfolio site? I mean, I use WordPress. No, I do custom. All my sites are custom, but I use WordPress. It's usually a good starting point. I mean, I hate to recommend it, but you can use Elementor. They have like an all-in-one hosting solution to get something up pretty quick. I mean, WordPress is open source, so if you're into open source stuff, you can modify it any way you need to. You can make whatever you want for it. All the code, any plugin that somebody makes, you have access to all the code, so you can make any of your updates. You can fix security flaws if they stop supporting it. You're not locked into any ecosystem or proprietary software. All the code's available on GitHub, and you can contribute to it and stuff. I mean, it is monolithic, but that's good. That's good. WordPress has been around for a long time. I mean, that's what the average game studio website's made with. It's made with WordPress. Oh my gosh, we're like a quarter of the way there. I need to upgrade this. Can I even make this in time? Technically, it's already dinner time. Touche and douche are still itching my brain. Douche and touche. I mean, douche is just a shower, right? Bad words scare you? Oh, sorry. Can I ask you what you do for hosting? I currently use a server to host all this stuff. I think Cloudways, if you're looking for like a nice cloud server that you can scale or utilize for other things other than WordPress, Cloudways is great. Something really cheap, something like Hostinger would be a really good option. You can get really cheap hosting, and that's, I mean, you can still get a cloud server if you want, but I think it's mostly shared hosting, so keep that in mind. Hey, Mr. Gene, what's going on? So the game you're making for Jam, pretty good, although you decided to work on the game on your own time so you could come up with better ideas. Oh. So I couldn't submit, but I'm still working on it. Okay, good. As long as you're still working on something. I think that's important. Also, welcome in. Welcome to the Vibe Clicker party, where I'm almost done. Almost done with the game. I've almost finished it. It's 2 hours and 46 minutes. Trying to get the final click. Yes, yeah, Magnus GPT. I've got a bachelor's in game design. I do indeed. But I haven't worked on any AAA. I've never worked for a game company. It's all hobby, unfortunately. But maybe fortunately, maybe I've been able to be more creative because I've just done solo stuff. Yeah. Is the final click submit or publish for the game? Oh no, it's the final click is literally the last thing in the game. But the game is live. The game is live. I will link it again. Feel free to go check it out. That is the official Vibe Clicker website, and you can wishlist on Steam if you would like. Yes, the price, yes. So the game is basically like, at this point, I need to increase the cost of things in the Vibe shop, but it's just a clicker game at this point. You can go through and upgrade things to ridiculous amounts, and you can go get all your different like clicker options. You can test them out and purchase them. But right now I'm using the Seto and bot version because I like the sound of it. Technically we could do this one too. It's just like rage clicking. University's hard, but the first year's done. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, college for me was like 11 years ago, so it's been a minute since I've had any formal training, but I like doing courses. I think it's fun. It's a good way for me to learn. All right, Okabe fan, thanks for the lurk. I'm gonna be real. I want to get the final click on stream, but just like the elusive secret ending, this may not happen today. I gotta get these upgrades. Which one's cheaper? Which one's the cheapest here with the most bang for the buck? Honestly, it looks like this pod. technically I could go like upgrade these. These are like peanuts. Peanuts to the bigger picture here. I guess maybe these ones would be useful. Let's do this one though. Let's get this one up a little bit. How would I know you made the game? What do you mean? How would you know that I made this game? Well, first of all, you'd have to trust me. And second of all, oh, how would I know the cheapest you made the game? Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe you've gotten this far and you know. I was looking at the prices actively. Like this 372 mil is super expensive, and I was like, maybe this one. No, your joke, it took a second, but it landed. It landed. I haven't actually played this phase of the game yet. This is my first time playing this phase, as far as I have. So I'm also just as curious as everybody else is to see what I can achieve. Like, I knew everything up to this point of, like, how to get there really fast. But now I'm, like, 3 hours in, what's going to be the fastest route? I've got so much reputation, and it's not even depleting that fast. Because I am doing a lot of manual clicking here. You make something with good replayability, you don't even know where it gets you. I love that. Like, this game has multiple endings, and you can actually get the multiple endings a lot faster now. I think you can get them within like 40 minutes. Now, the secret ending, I tried for a little while to get it. You have to know the steps to take, but I might make it a little bit easier to get just because of how long it took. And really, I just want people to experience the game. I'm not trying to keep anything behind paywalls or anything like that. So there is a little bit of process, but yeah, I love being able to play my game and just, like, experience it for the first time, too. Oh yeah, it is so hard to make games, but it is worth it. Alright, Mr. Gene, enjoy working on your game. Make sure no one notices your vibe coding. I'm not vibe coding, I'm vibe clicking. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the background has been getting a lot larger as I click. What'd you think if you made a hit like Balatro? I don't know how to say it. I call it Balatro. Balatro. Without even knowing if you're a month into development and suddenly your friend starts playing it 40 to 50 hours in a week. That would be kind of cool. If one of my games just became that kind of popular, I'd be excited. I would love for a game to blow up and be able, be able to just make games for fun without worrying about money. Then I can really travel the world, get some more experiences under my belt, and then turn those experiences into video games for people to play. That's the goal. That's the goal. Alright, if I let go... There it goes, bye! Replayability is horribly effective. Yeah, that's why roguelikes and roguelites have become so popular. Because they're a lot easier. Well, I say they're easier to make. they're easier to get playtime out of. Like, if you go and make an RPG, you're gonna spend years developing it. Somebody's gonna beat it in 2 hours. That's just the reality of it. So by doing randomized encounters, replayability, that kind of thing, you're making it so that your game gets way more bang for the buck. Then you can release your game for a little bit cheaper, people get more enjoyment out of it, you can do DLCs, you can do expansions, whatever. And you can make those cheap expansions because it's like you're adding a zone or something. And it kind of sucks. It kind of feels like you're paying for like a new level each time you buy a DLC, but a lot of the times you can release the base game for like 20 bucks or something. Release future updates for free. People love that, in my experience. No one's beating my dream of making an RPG, but by the time I start making games again, I'll be focused on replayability before making something story-based. Yeah. Yeah, like even this is it's not really like a roguelike in any way. There's no like restarting with old stuff. You delete your save and start over. And that's what happens when you get the final click. It'll delete your save. But I think having a story in it makes it fun. I like having a story in this. Because then we get to this point where it's like, you're not discovering new upgrades, you're just clicking. But this is the point where you just put it on another monitor or whatever, and then go do another game. This is the true idle clicker. Like with this amount of rep, I don't have to click ever again, probably. Thank you, I appreciate that. I worked hard on this. And I had fun. The important thing is I had a lot of fun making this. And it may not be perfectly balanced, but it's fun to play. You can still have fun, Magnus. You can still have fun making games. If you spend an hour a day working on a game, you'll make a game eventually. Just, again, don't get stuck. You know, learn from your mistakes. Don't get stuck making tutorial games. Make the games that you want to make. But also rescope your ideas so that you're not trying to make an MMORPG for your first game, because then it's like endless. Like work on a Brick Break game, make a Pong clone, but don't use a tutorial for it. Yeah, for sure. Back-end development as a career is a good move. I think you're gonna get the most benefit career-wise out of that, and then you can spend your creativity making video games. But yeah, I'm a web developer, designer. Basically, I'm mostly front-end web developer, but I freelance, and then I do, I make video games as a hobby, so it's enjoyable. But even then, web design and stuff started out as a hobby for me, and then I turned it into a career, so anything's possible. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I would say I got lucky, but there's a touch of luck, but it's a lot of dedication to just doing something. Just like constantly putting some time or effort into the things that you want to do. And sometimes it does mean sacrificing time with friends or going out and partying, especially with this kind of a hobby, but depends on what you want to do. Do stuff early in life and make time later, or make time earlier and do, the career stuff later. Like, it's your life. You only get it the one, so it's like choose how you want to do it. You wish that you chose computer science instead of engineering? Really? Yeah, see, I wish I did a more technical degree than just game design. But at the same time, I learned some valuable and fun lessons, and I can deconstruct a lot of different games in various ways to figure out how I would make stuff, and then I can mostly make what I want. But ultimately, I don't think you need a degree to make video games. You need a degree to get hired to make video games. Mostly because that's the requirement. All right, I do not think we're hitting the final click tonight, so we are gonna raid out. But who are we going to raid? You know what? We should raid Irish John Games. He is back and he's doing game development. So that's going to be it for me, everybody. That was Vibe Clicker. It is available now. It's live. It's launched. We have a Steam page for wish listing, but you can play early access right now on itch and GX Games. I'm going to post that link again. Thank you all for hanging out today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being part of this. I hope you guys enjoy the game. I hope it's everything that I said it was going to be 2 months ago. And I'm already working on the 1.1 update. I've got some things that I, fixed, improved, might make it a little bit easier to actually complete the game. The final click is very far away, so I'm not going to make it. I'm not making it today. It is dinner time, so I'm going to go figure something out, but let's go give Irish John Games some love. Let's go hang out there for a little bit and see what he's working on. Again, thank you all. Maybe spam, not spam, but the raid message can be like, you should check out Vibe Clicker. He's played one of my other games on stream, actually. He played Archimist, but that was a pirate game, so it made sense. But, yeah, this is awesome. So I may stream again on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if I'll be doing Vibe Clicker stuff. I probably will. It makes sense, right? Maybe we can hit that final click and work on some bugs. Thank you, Brainoid. I appreciate it. Have a good one, everybody. I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.